14th Street all the way to the White House, drugs have intruded on family life. Crack cocaine is the most ruinous drug, and many of its victims are poor minority women and children. In San Francisco, for example, the number of black children taken from their parents has gone up 31% in just 30 months. And as Mike O'Connor reports in tonight's cover story, the reasons can often be traced to crack mothers.
It looks nice from the outside, a neighborhood with people working hard to move ahead. Instead, in recent months, some families here and in other nice neighborhoods have been disintegrating as mothers battle their own addiction to crack. Right now, Gail White is fighting the drug. She's not sure she'll win.
How many other women do you think are fighting with the drug, say on this hill?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure there's lots of them. I can imagine hundreds, I'm sure hundreds.
As in so many black families, Gail, a single mother, is the linchpin, trying to hold things together. It was working. She was a government employee. She had bought a co-op apartment, her 3 children in private schools. Then she became addicted to crack. It cost her job and much of what she owned. It's costing her children as well.
If I'm messing up, and I've seen it in my children, the grades go down. They might not even go. Their attitude is rebellious because you're doing something that they know is wrong.
Her older boy is off to college on scholarship this summer. Her younger children are staying with relatives while she is fighting to stay clean.
I'm only thinking about my recovery now, so that by September, hopefully, I can be into the flow, begin to make money without worrying about blowing the money.
As more black women become addicted to crack, the drug is attacking the fabric of the family. In San Francisco's Tenderloin, this park collects the debris of lower-class families blown apart by crack. Camila Wilson brings her daughter here.
It's tearing them apart. A lot of mothers are losing their kids behind it.
How much worse have you seen it get since people started jumping off into crack?
Oh, the word comes to my mind is scandalous. It's just scandalous. It's terrible. It's the biggest pimp I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen all kind of pimps. And crack is Mr. Pimp.
Tell me what you mean by that.
It works you. It makes you do anything and everything. It's worse than any dope I've ever known. And I've known about all of them. I've experimented with almost all of them at least once.
In a drug treatment program in Oakland, young mothers who were addicts are trying to learn how to save themselves and their families. Minnie Thomas is in charge.
We as mothers was a person that made sure that the family stayed together, that they were happy, that they were fed, that, the rent was paid and that kind of stuff. I mean, for the first time in my life, I see black women abandoning their children. For the first time in my life, I see hungry black children.
In the mornings, they sit and sew, an extended family, trying to recapture the sense of community that's been lost to crack, talking about themselves and friends.
I used to always look at it, I used to say, well, about the time I get around 25 or 20, I'm 20 now, about the time I get around 22 or 23, I'm going to be on the corner. I said, I'm going to be on the corner selling my body, trying to get that drug.
We were slowly...
Just hit on another area.
Yeah, we were slowly be killing my mother because at one point in time, my mother had one son in Texas in jail. Me and my brother was in Santa Rita on each side.
Matter of fact, one of the little kids went to school with my daughter. He ain't nothing but about 12 years old, sell cocaine, and I mean, matter of fact, he sells it to his mother.
If the next 2 years look the same way the last 2 years have looked, what do you see?
We're talking about a whole race destroyed. We're not just talking about a race. I think we're going to have to put it broader than that. We're talking about a generation destroyed. We're talking about a generation with the majority of them being black and minorities.
That may be an overstatement, but there's no question the stakes are high. With families at risk, so is the future. Mike O'Connor, News Center 4.